Hi, I'm going to show you how to use this game. It's also a tool where you can learn how to trade effectively. It needs Java to run on your computer, so if you click it and it doesn't work, go to www.java.com and install the latest version. So here we can see we've got the price moving around, which you can adjust the speed of its flow. I'm going to slow it down a little while. Obviously the slower it plays, the longer the game lasts, but at the standard speed it's approximately 3 minutes a game. So I'm going to put a trade on. First of all, I'm going to look at the volatility. So it's quite a low volatility, so I'm going to put my stop loss distance about 5%, and I'm going to risk 7% of capital, and I'm going to sell. So it's put my stop loss here at 818, which I'm going to move down a little bit. The chart controls here, you can zoom out and you can zoom in close up to see what's going on. So as the price moves down, I'm going to move my stop loss down with it to reduce risk. So I've got £306 risk, which you can see reducing as I slide the stop loss down. Now I've got a profit locked in of 15, which is good. Let's zoom out a little bit. This is a short position. If you're new to trading, a short position, here you can see I've sold 18 shares at 779.71, and that means I want the price to fall. It just hit my stop loss, which means I've got no position. So you can see the indicator, current position flat, that means nothing's happening. So now I'm going to buy. I'm going to put a stop loss quite tight. Let's make it 4% away. I'll click on the button buy. The game has got a free to enter World Championship. This is going to hit my stop, or is it? I reckon so. Yeah, so you play 15 games in a given week, and that'll automatically put you into the World Championship table. And we've got some great prizes from our sponsors, which are here, Ninja Trader and Multicharts, and they've both been very generous with the prizes, which you can see in the information pages. I'm going to sell again here just to show you how it works. This is the deal ticket, which you can move around to suit, and all the parameters are shown here as well. So when you think the price has stopped falling, you can click this button buy, click it once, so that's made the position flat again. And if you want to go long, click the buy button, and the price, if the price goes up, you can move your stop loss up. I'm going to speed the game up a bit just to show you what happens at the end of the game. Hit my stop loss, so I've now got a flat position again. Let's make it as fast as possible. While we're waiting for this to finish, you can't pause the game because you can't pause the stock market. I've put this little control here so you can speed it up or slow it down depending on your tastes. Just waiting for the game to end. At the end of the game, it generates a report to show you your IQ, which you can see here, and also your potential IQ and your position in the weekly championship and your position in the world championship. Here's the report. So what this is a bell curve, and this is the traders and their average scores generated by this program. So most traders will be around the 1000, which means not winning and not losing. If you're really good, you'll end up on this side of the scale, the IQ calculation is slightly different from the previous version of the game, so you won't find it possible to get a score higher than 2021. If you get anywhere near it, you're doing really well. So the current IQ shown here is just under 1,000. That's that one. And the potential IQ is calculated to be 1343. And here you can see the position in the weekly competition and the world competition, and the games remaining. So I'm going to click on play next game. And when you play this game, you will hear the voice of the trading IQ girl giving you hints and tips and encouragement throughout the game. This is data from silver, highly speeded up and very choppy, very difficult to trade. Stop loss can be quite tight because it looks volatile, but the actual price range is very small. Because it's difficult, I'm going to reduce the risk. I'm going to look to sell the highs here and to buy the lows, because it's not really a very clean trend. Looks like I'm wrong here. Looking to get out of this around 12.90ish. There it goes. I'm out. Took a slight profit, but not very good. So we wait for a spike down to buy here, because this isn't a really good trend at all. I don't think we're going to get it. I'm going to go for this about now. Let's move my stop loss up, which could get hit very quickly because it's silver. The data has changed every week. Stocks, forex, futures, you name it, it will be here. And I've made some of the games fiendishly difficult. Some of the games are easy, so you can get a good taste of lots of different markets. I'm going to get out of this because this spike is a dangerous warning that something bad's going to happen. There it goes. Go down a bit more. Nope. Let's buy again. So you can go long and short, and you can adjust your risk, and this is probably the most important thing. Obviously you have to get some trades right, but if you risk too much, you can wipe out your account. If you don't risk enough, you won't make any money. So before each game starts, oops, let's get out of that, just in the nick of time. Before each game starts, you need to look at the data and analyze how volatile it is before you set this distance. If you've set it previously to be very tight, it will remember the settings from the game before. So we're having a breakout here. I'm going to buy this because something's going on in silver. Could be a bit late. I'm going to get stopped out. There we go. Still got 99 profit for this game, which is pretty good considering how difficult it is. Yeah, I designed this game probably about 2 years ago, and it all seemed quite simple, but I have to thank a very good programmer called Benny Varghese, who helped me turn the idea into something real, which is what you can see here. Another fella called Ika Balzam from Israel, who sorted out some complexities we were having trouble with. And in this later version, version 2, I have to thank a fella called Mike Bush from the USA, who actually wrote a new interface for Windows 7 because it just wasn't working in some versions of Windows 7. So it's all been fixed now. So there we go. I'm going to knock myself out of this to show you what not to do, because I'm not going to win my own competition, because I put the data there so I know what happens if I can remember it. But so percent of equity risk just click the plus button and that will increase. So a lot of beginners will do this because they think, well, if I risk 100% I'll make more money, which is true. You can make more money, but you only need one losing trade and your account's wiped out. So a 1% stop loss I'm just going to buy, just to show you what happens when you get knocked out. If it hits my stop loss, then all my money is gone. There you go, it hit my stop loss there. So my account balance has gone into the negative because it's used a geared position. A 1% stop, risking 100% would give 100 times gearing. So if you think of it like that, then you'll understand why I'm wiped out. It's not buying what I had. I think I had 10,000. It's not buying £10,000 worth. It's risking £10,000 worth to the stop loss. So a 1% stop with 100% risk will be 100 times geared. So £100,000 position. So I've allowed it to have this gearing so that you can play with the controls and understand trading without risking any money. After you've played the game, you can check your position in the table by clicking the World Championship. So I'm II3 and I'm now KO, which we can see, which will be on page 2. There you go. So played 5 games, KO. I hope I don't see anyone else there except for me doing these tests. The weekly championship here. 15 games are required to win. For the World Championship, also 15 games. But if you score a higher score in a later week, your score will be overwritten in the World Championship. So you can end up with you can improve your score basically, and you can create as many accounts as you like. There's no limit. There's no limit to age. You can be as young as you want or as old as you want to play. It's completely free. If you want to create an account, just put in the details here, and when you sign up you'll be directed to play the game or member offers, and there's lots of juicy offers available to members which will be updated quite regularly. Some of them discounts on my products. Possibly you can even get some of my products free, which will be explained how you do that. And basically that's it. I hope you enjoyed the game and good luck in the World Championship.